The rising Blackwater has stolen the forest floor, leaving no room for error. A single slip will plunge her into a world ruled by others. Below, silent patrols are already waiting. She must leap or starve on a dying perch. In this flooded maze, even the canopy offers no safety.
A mile away, a different struggle is unfolding in the open currents. For a creature built for the treetops, the water is a death trap. But the rising tide leaves no other choice. Every movement is agonizingly slow. And the vibrations have already traveled far.
In the shallows, others are trapped by the encroaching walls of water. The dry ground is disappearing by the hour. A silent giant watches from the submerged roots. For the coatis, the only escape lies upward. But the vine is old and heavily worn by the flood.
Back in the open water, the sloth faces a rising current. Fatigue is a silent killer in these waters.
The energy reserves of the leaf-eating mammal are rapidly depleting.
And the underwater shadow is closing the gap. A fallen branch offers a desperate lifeline. One last push, or the river claims another soul.
On the crumbling island, the vine is about to give way. An ancient predator prepares to strike from the dark. The mother must lead them across a dangerous bridge. A single misstep means a fall into the hunter's jaws. The weight of the family is too much for the decaying wood. They must leap for the main trunk before the bridge collapses. Safe for now, but the water continues to rise. In the deep canopy, the Jaguar has found a trail. An unexpected scent breaks the humid air. The hunter is no longer alone in the treetops. A massive green anaconda blocks the only bridge to the high canopy. Neither predator can afford to back down. The snake strikes with lightning speed. With her path blocked, she must choose the ultimate gamble. She plunges into the murky depths. Now, she is in the caiman's territory. A A mile downstream, the young coatis face a new environmental hazard. The tropical deluge arrives with violent force. The rising water begins to spin into dangerous whirlpools. For the swimming jaguar, the current is now a physical wall.
An island of floating vegetation offers a temporary reprieve. But these floating islands are never uninhabited. She detects the danger just in time. Exhaustion must be set aside. She must swim again. The storm begins to pass, leaving a transformed landscape. For those who survived the deluge, the struggle now enters a new phase. The terra firma ridge is finally within reach for the Jaguar. But her arrival does not go unnoticed. A resident male is defending the remaining dry ground. In this shrunken world, conflict is a luxury neither can afford. High above, the Coati family has reached the ultimate sanctuary. For the next 6 months, the water will hold its ground. Every creature has been forced to adapt to a semi-aquatic existence. The apex predators have redefined their boundaries.
In the flooded forest, the line between land and water has dissolved. Only those with the flexibility to change have found a way to survive. The waters will eventually recede, only to rise again. But for now, this watery maze belongs to the survivors. The animals that learn to swim or die.
Six months later, the relentless waters finally begin their retreat. The forest floor reappears as a landscape of slick, heavy clay. For the land predators, it is a long-awaited homecoming. But the receding flood leaves behind a series of deadly traps. Caimans are now confined to shrinking forest pools. The coatis waste no time in reclaiming the forest floor. For the sloth, the transition back to the canopy is a slow climb. The jaguar has detected the scent of trapped prey.
A single misstep could ruin the hunt.
An ancient rivalry reaches its climax on the drying mud. The struggle is swift, decided by the drying terrain. With the flood gone, the forest begins to bake under the dry sun. The cycle of the Varja is complete, but never broken. The animals that survived have been shaped by the water. until the rain returns and the forest rises once more.